do it long cause it sounds so sweet. You spit the facts while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Oh, boy.
Welcome to the show.
I do not know where to begin. Do I begin with Devon Achan getting the extension? Or do I begin with Matt Mervis going to the Mexican League? Jimmy, do we have any Mexican music?
We do, but I wasn't ready for this.
So we don't. That was on me. I thought of it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even
Mexican music.
Matt Mervis, baby, signed with the Mexican League. Let me see what the name of the team is here. Do you have it?
I do. Yeah, he is signing with the Algodoneros de Unión Laguna of the Mexican League.
I actually I sent a flight reservation to Steven Strom and Jack McMullen from Marlins Radio. I've got a flight leaving West Palm on Monday, June 1st, and we fly to Torreon. That's the airport closest to where Matt Mervis is playing. And it's like 18 hours of travel time or so.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
No. I got that wrong. 9 hours of travel time. 9 hours there, 9 hours back.
Yeah,
and then, we're going to be there for like 24 hours. And in those 24 hours, Jack McMullen suggests we might see him hit 80 home runs.
Out of a high school.
That dude is going to tear up Torreon, Mexico, or wherever he really is.
Yeah. Packed house of 600.
They are not going to know what hit them when Matt Mervis comes to the plate. So excited. And then the Bulls hired an assistant general manager whose last name is Mervis. The Chicago Bulls are this is from Shams. Chicago Bulls are finalizing a deal to hire Orlando Magic assistant GM Steven Mervis as senior vice president of basketball operations. So you tell me if my dreams came true today, a Buzelis Mervis combo in Chicago. Granted, it's a different Mervis, but so what? I'm just a fan of any Mervis. You know, Buzelis and Mervis for the Bulls is the next Michael and Scotty.
Many mazzles, Hawk.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, I'll get to Devon Achan. I probably should. I think I've overstayed my welcome with Matt Mervis.
Many mazzles.
Know what his nickname is?
Matt Mervis?
Never Nervous Mervis. Thank you, one of the chatters. From Purvis to Mervis. You never know where this show is going. From Purvis to Mervis.
I was going to say, Hawk, it is time for the official Mervis Militia rebrand to the Mervis Milicia. Let's go, baby.
Viva! Mervis Milicia! Milicia
Ole!
Somebody says no Hard Rock prop for Mexican baseball. I don't know. Is there?
I know. No.
Let me see.
No, Hawk. Don't even waste your fingertips.
There's gotta be. Hawk.
This guy's gonna hit jacks. I'm telling you, there's no film on him in the Mexican baseball league.
He's gonna sneak up on him. Come on,
sports, baseball. Look at that Mexican league. It's here. It's on the Hard Rock app. What's his team name?
The Algodoneros. The Algodoneros.
Not there. Are they off today?
Just look up Unión Laguna. Union Laguna.
I think they're off today.
Oh, okay.
Because today we've got the Yucatan and Campeche. Oh, the Bravos de León. Leon's Braves. Against Puebla. City, town, Puebla.
What does Puebla mean? I guess
I think
he's
it's like
asking.
a town, like a town.
Pueblo is like a town.
Then you got Jalisco and Saltillo and Rieleros de Aguascalientes. What does that mean?
Rieleros de Aguas Calientes. Hot waters. I don't know what a rielero is. I have no idea.
And they're playing Monterrey. This is terrific. I'm excited.
How do we have two Spanish-speaking people on this show and y'all don't know words?
Well, we don't. We have one, and these are team names, jackass.
We actually have one, and you're talking about me, I'm assuming.
Jimmy, you don't speak Spanish?
I try.
I was trying to get Jimmy to have a cafecito today. I'm at the studios, and Terry was making cafecitos, and so I was having a shot, and then she's like, Jimmy, you want one? And no. And I'm like, go ahead, Jimmy, come on. And she's like, oh, you don't drink cafecito? And he's like, no, you know the Jimmy routine. Oh, no, I do if I need one, but I don't. I'm like, when's the last time you've needed one? It was about 8 years ago.
Jimmy,
Yesterday.
I've known Jimmy for, no joke, probably 7 years now. Jimmy and he used to work the overnight shift. So what better need than when you're literally working midnight to 6 a.m.? I have never seen Jimmy drink coffee or a cafecito ever in 7 years of knowing
It's
him.
fine. Just say you don't like it.
No, it's going to mess up his pre-segment snaps. He needs naps pre-segment. Like, come on, guys. Y'all don't want this coffee in my system.
Does this tap dance. He does this tap dance where, like, he likes it, but he's just choosing not to. But we know that you don't like it.
Yeah, but Solana, remember, like, I think it was like last year or 2 years, I had one live on the air.
As a bit.
Yeah, as a bit,
Yeah.
probably.
I don't think that's true. Anyways, I did.
By the way,
It is true.
Prove it.
so I'm here at the studio. It's Leroy's birthday tomorrow, and they brought in a cake. And I think I've shared this take with you before because I'm not a big bunt cake guy, but they brought in one of those nothing bunt cakes.
So good.
One of the big ones. I don't know what nothing bunt cakes does, but they make the best cake on the planet. I don't like, normally if you go, oh, they're having a bunt cake, it's like, all right. It's like, oh, they're having a Jell-O mold. Like, what's the big deal? That nothing bunt cake is ridiculously good.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they do to it, but it is ridiculously good.
Heavy butter.
It's got to be butter and cream. And
Yeah.
because it's so moist. But man, that a good cake.
God rest her soul, Asia's grandmother made a butt cake, and I think I saw her with 18 sticks of butter in a bowl one time.
That
and I was
makes sense.
Yeah,
because my grandmother, my mother's mother, used to make bunt cakes as well, but she didn't want to spend a penny on anything. So I'm guessing it was made with zero butter, which is why I've always hated bunt cakes because it was like eating sandpaper.
I was gonna say, Hawk, that ain't gonna be a good butt
Yeah,
cake. With
I think it was all bunt.
What is bunt? Why is it called a bunt cake? What is it?
I don't know.
Great question.
I know what bunting is, when they have opening day at the ballpark and they have the red, white, and blue bunting around the ballpark, but I don't know why a bunt cake is called bunt. I'm guessing it's German, right? B-U-N-D-T seems like it would be a German word.
I assume that too. It was some foreign language.
Well, I narrowed it down to German. Let's see what it says.
You're
Bunt.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name is derived from the German word Bund or Bund, meaning a gathering or bundle.
It's got to be pronounced Buntcake. Germans are always angry. Buntcake. Have peace Buntcake.
Are we celebrating? Why are you so mad?
That's right. That's how Germans celebrate. Have peace Buntcake. All right. Okay.
Whatever you say.
I think just seeing what's going on with the Dolphins, and they had to spend money somewhere, obviously. But for me, the extension for Devon Achane, which I think is great for both parties, by the way. I think it's good for a good contract for the Dolphins, and I think it's a great contract for Devon Achane as well. But do you guys get the feeling? This is what my feeling is. that Sully and Hafley, I think they've got something with the core of Achane and Malik Willis as their offense. I think the more I think about it, they don't look at Malik Willis as some sort of stopgap or an experiment to see if he'll work. I think they've got something. And I think the extension for Devon Achane is them going, hey, we got a pretty good building block of the offense here for next season. Again, I'm not saying this season, but for next season, we've got Malik Willis, who's our quarterback, and we've got Devon Achane, and we're going to build around them. And they'll have a good stout offensive line. Knock on wood, we hope. I think they've got something, and I kind of feel like if they think they got something, then I kind of think they might have got something.
Hawk, the evaluation of Hafley and Sully are up in the air, but for them to lock in Devon Achane, I guarantee they watch all of his 44 games for the Dolphins and all of his 544 carries that he's had over the last 3 years, and they said, we can utilize this. He's the top 5 paid running back in the league, and they made him that. They decided upon that. So I'm going to ride with them, and the evaluation is, we'll see what happens. But Malik, I disagree with you on Malik Willis because of his contract. It's a 2-year deal. 2-year deal. They want to see if he's the guy. So they locked into Achane, but they're trying to see what Malik has.
I think they have to see it, but I think they think he is the guy, though. I think they think he is the guy. I don't think it's hey, we're signing Malik Willis. Let's find ourselves a quarterback over the next season or two, though. I think they think he's the guy.
If everything works out the way they think it is, we don't see another quarterback next season other than Malik Willis, 17 games, or hopefully 18, 19 games. But I'm with you. I think he might be that guy.
Now you're talking. Anyway, we'll talk about that. Josh Appel is going to join us today. Chris Whittingham is going to join us today. I do want to talk World Cup. It's less than a month away. And so I want to start, diving into it with Whitty. So we'll talk a little footy with him. Have a lot of stuff to get to today. We'll start with headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito de Mayo at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
That's right. June 11th, the World Cup begins. It's a 3 p.m. start time. Mexico, one of the 3 host countries, along with the United States and, of course, Canada, will host South Africa in the opening game. You get a doubleheader that day because at 10 o'clock at night, South Korea will play Czechia. And then the following day, June 12th, Canada plays Bosnia and Herzegovina, and the USA will play Paraguay. Inter Miami won yesterday. They were down 3-2 against FC Cincinnati on the road. FC Cincinnati, entering that game under their current manager, was 60-0-3. 60 wins, 0 losses, 3 draws after having a lead after the 75th minute. Inter Miami was down 3-2 in the 78th minute. They tie the game. They score again, and then they score again. And they get the 3 points on the road yesterday, ending that 63-game unbeaten streak for FC Cincinnati under their current manager when holding a lead with 75 minutes or less in the game. An impressive win for Inter Miami yesterday.
All right. What happened? You muted yourself.
Messi's third goal hit the goalie's leg, and it doesn't count as a goal for Messi. I was listening this morning.
Nah, it was so stupid, man. Like, so stupid. They rule it an own goal. They take away his hat trick.
So it's not like hockey where the closest player gets credited for the goal?
So there is an instance where they won't rule it an own goal, and that player will still get credit.
Make a determination based on the situation.
They make the determination. It was ruled a Messi goal. It was ruled a hat trick for Leo Messi yesterday.
Imagine having that on the Hard Rock app. You bet Leo Messi hat trick, which is nice odds, and you have it for a few minutes.
Yeah, and then after the game, they retracted the goal for Messi, and they ruled it an own goal. Yeah, it was stupid because it's not clear. Like, when you're watching it, yes, it makes contact with the goalie, but he fires the shot. It gets deflected, hits off the post, hits off the goalie, and goes in. He took the shot. It should count for him. It wasn't kicked into the goal by another player. It's just stupid. I don't know what the MLS is doing there.
But no other Miami player touched the ball. He kicked it and it went in the goal.
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple deflections after, but yeah, I mean, he kicked the ball towards goal and it ended up going in.
Whose goal? Who had the goal? Who did they put the goal on?
They don't. That's the whole thing. It's like in own goal, so no one on Inter Miami gets credit for it. Whereas in hockey, whoever's closest gets credit for the goal. Yeah. Someone gets credit for the goal in hockey.
That's why I can't watch soccer. That's ridiculous.
I'm out on it too. Cancel Witty.
Are you going to ask Woody about the new Chicago Fire Stadium, McDonald's Park?
I want to talk about that. I want to know what his feelings are, because I'm guessing this is the Americanification or the dumbification, I'm sure everyone else in the world thinks, of soccer, that there's a halftime performance with Shakira and Madonna and I think BTS.
Nah, I maybe. I don't know how
Woody
would feel.
It's the first one ever. They've never done a halftime show before like this. And you know, I mean, this is very America.
Yeah, but there are, like, I can give you an example in the South American Championships. I don't want to go down this road again, but the Sudamericana
at the Bernabeu.
No, that's in Spain.
I just wanted to say that. I like the way you say it, so I wanted to say it.
The Santiago Bernabeu. Yeah, but like in the Sudamericana, which is one of the second tier championships in South America, they'll do a halftime show.
Oh, I'm not saying that there aren't halftime shows ever. I'm saying in the World Cup itself,
right?
There's never been a halftime show, and now all of a sudden it's back in America since the first time since when, I don't know. And we've got a halftime show with Madonna, who's not American. She's British. She doesn't know she's not American, but she speaks with a British accent. So she's from Detroit, but she has a British accent. So, and she's got bad teeth, so she's British. And Shakira, she's not American, and BTS, they're certainly not American. So I don't know what we're doing.
Do they not like entertainment?
It's just very traditional. And so they're even, again, they're doing water breaks. They're doing, hydration breaks. Those are 3-minute commercial breaks. This has never been done before. They've never mandated that somehow soccer has survived through Qatar and places far in between without mandated 3-minute hydration breaks. They're in each half, right, Solana?
Yes, one each half.
It's a commercial break. It's like soccer's done just fine worldwide without taking commercial breaks in the game.
But marketing and sales, that's a business. A business has to have sales and marketing.
No,
this is I'm saying. It's survived without that. Like, if you look at the Premier League in England and I'm sure all over Europe, there is no bigger business. There is no bigger television deal. There is no bigger marketing vehicle. But they don't take 3-minute commercial breaks during the halves.
You don't want to survive. You want to thrive.
I think they are thriving. The World Cup, without a doubt, is the most watched televised event globally. And Hawk, the reason why this one is different than the others, there have been hydration breaks implemented before in major tournaments, even in the World Cup. The World Cup was moved when it was played in Qatar from the summer to later in the year because of the concerns of heat. But what typically happens is at a convenient stoppage of play, the referee will allow players for a minute to go over and have some water.
It was casual. It wasn't like, hey, someone, as you know, it happens in a football game with the big oven mitt comes out there and they know it's time to take a break. That's what's happening now for the first time ever in the World Cup.
I thought it was all sports because it's called a TV timeout. And we used to look over there and see if the dude with that orange glove walked out. We know it's a TV timeout. We got more time to get on defense.
That would actually be, now that I'm thinking about it, a good way to play a funny joke. Just run out on the field with a big orange oven mitt on, and the TVs will go to commercial break, and the refs won't stop the game, and it'll be hijinks.
as a former executive producer of a Dolphins radio broadcast, I still have dreams of searching for the stupid guy in the orange gloves. You would think in 2026 there would be a more modern way for somebody to allow all the networks to know, hey, yeah, we're going to commercial break, not some chubby guy downstairs 1,000 miles away from you standing behind the cheerleaders with 2 orange cooking mitts on, closing his arms.
Yeah. But Solana, don't feel bad because there was 22 players on the field looking around for that chubby orange glove guy.
Yeah, but then Solana had to try to relay that information to Jimmy Cephalo.
They were always chubby, too. That's why I giggled when Solana said it.
Yeah, I mean, the guy, what are you going to give the chubby guy to do at the football game? You're going to have him run with the chains? Of course not. You're going to give him the oven mitt job. What are we going to do with Hal? Hey, let me see your hands.
Oven mitt Hal.
Hey, the Marlins won. The Marlins won yesterday, 9-5. The Bats were out yesterday. They are playing the rubber match right now in Minnesota. It started earlier today. They're down 2-0. It's in the bottom of the 2nd inning right now. The Cavs did win in overtime yesterday. There's no games today, I don't think, in the NBA.
Weird.
Yeah,
They're both tomorrow.
I had told you guys on Monday it was the final doubleheader, but clearly I was wrong about that because.
Well, you would assume that they would alternate nights, but I
Right.
guess they're not. They're both playing tomorrow.
Yeah, and I had just made that assumption incorrectly. Obviously, I should have checked. But yeah, tomorrow, game 6 is.
That's what you said Monday for sure.
It's that OKC is sweeping everybody. They should be playing tonight.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 88 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid-70s. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. We should have Jimmy when we need to go to break.
That
Pull
would
out
be great.
Orange massive oven mitts.
That'll keep us on the clock finally. Like, we're always screwing up the clock. Jimmy, do you have extra oven mitts at your house?
Don't do that.
I probably do. I just had to look.
What do you mean don't do that? You think he's going to burn his hands now?
No, it's going to mess up his nap. You want him to be on top of it like that? He needs a rest.
That's true. Well, that'll keep him awake during the segments.
I had plenty of sleep, guys.
All right. Well, don't. We'll be the judge of that in the 4 o'clock hour. I saw you knocking down a lot of bun cake there. The bunt cake. Bunt cake now. Leroy, birthday. Have bunt cake.
Tornado Roofing and Contracting helps homeowners stay safe during the storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
All right, Josh Appel is going to join us in the next segment. The Hard Rock Bet Party is on. You are on the guest list. Sign up at $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. Winning bet and a boosted bankroll. That's how you get the party started. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. NBA playoffs. We know there's no games tonight, but tomorrow there's 2. You got clutch shots, superstar performances, games that come down to the final possession or overtime last night. Every night, well, not every night because there's no game tonight, but most nights you've got a shot to cash in on the Hard Rock Bet app. However you want to draw it up, Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to stack your picks into an epic same-game parlay. And, of course, you can test your playoff puck luck on Hard Rock Bet, Florida's only legal sports book. From puck lines and totals to player props and same-game parlays, every night is a shot to light the lamp on Hard Rock Bet. Hard Rock Bet isn't just a sportsbook app with all the features you love, like same-game parlays and live betting. Also gives you new promos daily. And today is Thursday, by the way. They do their drops on Thursday. So if you haven't opened up your Hard Rock app yet, today, open it up, get your free Thursday drops. And if you don't have the Hard Rock app, download it right now at the App Store. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
I have this fantasy, I've had this for years, of becoming obese and bedridden and just watching TV all day and having people bring me food. Josh Appel is going to join us here on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He's got NWSL action, Bay FC, and Boston Legacy tomorrow, 10 p.m. And then Decision Day in Gainbridge Super League on Saturday. What's that, Appel?
You don't know what Decision Day is?
I don't.
Decision Day is the final day of the regular season where we determine or make decisions based on results who wins the Players' Shield, who makes the playoffs, who misses the playoffs.
That's
It's
universal
Decision
in
Day.
soccer, Decision Day?
Yes. But
I'm learning a lot about soccer over the last few weeks, honestly, because I didn't understand the Champions League and the Euro League and all that stuff. Like, I'm literally learning more about soccer than I've ever known, and I'm
Now,
trying to retain it.
Decision Day in America is a bit different than Decision Day in Europe because, of course, we have playoffs here. And so, like, Decision Day in the Premier League would be, okay, who's making the Champions League, who's playing in the Europa League, and then who's getting relegated and promoted.
But don't you know in advance, just based on they call the standings the table, correct? Don't you know in advance?
Might.
Sometimes, but it could still change.
Oh, you're saying
based on
Decision
the
Day.
result.
That would be the final day of
Correct.
game action for this. I got you.
Final fixture. The final
Oh,
fixture, scheduled
wow.
fixture.
So
And-
it's not like a panel. It goes off of the record.
Right, but
Right.
it's the actual game day, because I'm thinking Decision Day, like, March Madness Selection Sunday. Like, I'm thinking where somebody goes, "You're relegated," and you're like, "Well, wait a second, I thought we had enough wins. Like, I didn't think we were being relegated." So it's the last day of game action.
Correct. The decisions are made by the players on the pitch.
Oh, okay.
All right. This is exciting to learn all this stuff. We're less than a month away from the World Cup, Crowder. Are you retaining any of this information that we're learning?
It's too much. It's Euro League, Hispanic League, it's La Liga, it's Euro Lopa, it's
Just
Copa
take a
America. It's too much.
But just take a little bit at a time. Take a little bit at a time. That's how you learn a language, right? You don't learn all the words at once. You learn one word.
But
And then you add
Rosetta Stone is easier than Appel and Solana Stone.
Well, there's no question there. I think a kidney stone is easier than a Solana stone.
Well,
Hold on.
not to throw Hawk under the bus here, but he's going on back-to-back days of X's on Wordle, and I did not get an X today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back-to-back X's. I haven't even had the heart to send them to Coach Larinaga, because that is a significant. That's a sign of significant mental decline. 2 days of X's in a row, and I don't want that following me around. Devon H.N. So he gets the extension, and we were talking about this, Appel. I think that John Eric Sullivan and Jeff Hafley believe they've got a very good core for their offense with Malik Willis and Devon Achane. And I was submitting to Crowder and Solana that I don't think they feel like they're auditioning Malik Willis. Well, obviously they are, but I don't feel like they think they're auditioning him. I feel like they think they've got the right quarterback, and I think now they believe they've got the right running back. Hopefully the offensive line is good. I'm not suggesting that they're planning on winning anything much this season, but I think they've got a pretty good core to build around for the offense. Agree or disagree?
Yes, while at the same time noting that, all right, in a season from now, if they decide, all right, maybe it's better for us if we want to trade Devon Achane, that's not an untradeable contract for them either. And if they decide after 2 seasons, all right, like we noticed the decline here, we don't want to go spending $16 million back-to-back for 2 more seasons on a running back, they can get out of the contract then too. So I think you keep your best player happy by rewarding him for his performance and how much they use him. And yeah, to your point, you don't give Malik Willis the money they gave him if they didn't think he was someone that they could have a future with, right? Like, regardless of whether or not he actually turns out to be that, they clearly think that he can be the guy to lead them through this rebuild and come out the other side as their franchise quarterback. And they're also betting, which again, that contract for Malik Willis is not hamstringing their future either, where if he's bad, then they get higher draft picks and they address that position through the draft in the coming seasons. I don't really see a downside in the Achane contract or the Willis contract. And again, all of this season is going to be about the process and what does it look like. Is this an embarrassment, or is this something that is competitive week in and week out for the most part, even knowing this is probably not a team that's going to win more than 5-ish games?
And speaking of Achane and Jeremiah Love, I was listening this morning. Omar was kind of breaking down the contract. Jeremiah Love, he was great at Notre Dame, but we don't know Appel what he's going to be in the league. But the other guys that Achane is paid like is Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey now. Is he on that level? Are we in love with Achane, or is Achane on the level of a Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley type running back?
Well, first of all, this poor Jeremiah Love. I mean, he can go on to have an incredible all-pro career with the Cardinals, and it's still a horrific pick at number 3 overall. They're paying him double the guaranteed money that Devon Achane is getting, and he hasn't played a snap in the NFL. And again, he can turn out to be a good player, but it is a boneheaded pick at number 3. I think, and Bill Barnwell brought this up in a tweet earlier today. I don't think that framing, Crowder, is the way to look at this. I think the framing is Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson are both due contract extensions this offseason. They're going to get paid more than Devon Achane, and that's going to reset the market. And to what Bill Barnwell said was, look, the Dolphins probably just saved themselves a decent bit of money by getting this extension done now before Jahmyr Gibbs and before Bijan Robinson get their extensions and reset the market again. I think the way that the Dolphins use Devon Achane in the passing game, of course in the running game, I think to them makes him worth what guys like McCaffrey and Barkley make. But he's still not making as much as them. He's just closing in on what those guys make. So I understand what Omar's general point was, but for what he means to the Dolphins, I think that this contract is certainly worth it, especially when you compare it to what Jahmyr Gibbs and what Bijan Robinson are both about to get.
I thought there was going to be maybe a change of course with how the running back was utilized under Jeff Hafley. They're trying to build a powerful offensive line. They want to build in the trenches first. And I just assumed, Appel, maybe they'd be transitioning into more of a power back. Does this almost solidify the idea that they're still going to use Devon Achane in those ways that you just mentioned based on the amount of money that they gave him?
Certainly. I don't think that they can't be that power running team with Devon Achane. He is capable of running. I know he's obviously excelled in a zone run scheme with Mike McDaniel before this, but I don't think that necessarily makes it so that they're not going to be a power team, a team that can line up and get 2 yards, 3 yards when they need to. We know that has been one of their biggest issues over the last 4 seasons, since really Lusaka Polite was a Dolphin. That was automatic back then. Now it's the complete opposite of that. Great name.
Who's your guy, Crowder?
Oh, I love I texted with Lusaka Polite yesterday.
Did you
LP?
really?
LP?
Yeah. He's part of the NFL trust. He does a lot of NFL trust with the old guys trying to get him insurance and crap. I don't take advantage of any of it.
Scuba instructor in Belize or whatever Randy Starks was allegedly
Randy
doing.
Starks is a scuba instructor in Belize, Appel, if you really want to know.
Belize, I think, has water around it. I think you said like Bolivia or something.
Yeah.
Now he's at USF with Brian Hartline.
I mean, go Bulls.
Look at you. Anyway, the lines just came out. We don't know what the actual schedule release is going to be, right? It's still tonight, but there have been enough leaks regarding week 1. People have put together the puzzle pieces, and BetOnline has just released the week 1 lines. If the Dolphins do play the Raiders week 1, which is seeming like what it's going to be in Vegas, and we don't even know if it's going to be Fernando Mendoza or Kirk Cousins, right? I gave you guys that quiz yesterday.
Yep.
What do you think the line is? I'll go around the room here. Dolphins at the Raiders week 1.
Are the Raiders like a 1-point favorite?
I'd say Dolphins 1-point favorite.
No way. Raiders 3.5-point favorites.
Raiders, if I'm reading this correctly, now I'm not certain how to read this. Yeah, Raiders are 3-point dogs.
Yeah.
Vegas, believers in the Dolphins.
How about that?
JES. Halfley.
Quizzing a couple other ones here. Patriots at Seahawks. That'll open the season on that Wednesday night.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
I don't like get out of here with these Wednesday games and these Friday
I love
games.
it. Oh, I
No.
wish they'd have like a teaser game this week. Like the first game of the season is this week, inexplicably. And
I like my Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays. All right. Enough with the Wednesdays, enough with the Fridays. You're gonna be watching Red Zone on Sunday. There's gonna be 3 games the whole day.
I was watching ESPN today, and they said the new Thanksgiving Eve game. There's no Thanksgiving Eve because they want to play a game Wednesday night because everybody's together. I'm with you, man. This Wednesday is ridiculous.
That's Thanksgiving Eve. What are you talking about?
That's the first time you've ever said the phrase Thanksgiving Eve.
We always celebrate Thanksgiving Eve in our house. That's when Lori prepares the spaghetti.
Spaghetti night, huh? Thanksgiving Eve.
I think I'm going back to turkey. I told you. I think I'm going back to turkey this year. I think I had my 2-week. I know I'm a fraud. I think I had my 2-week respite away. It was Arande who talked me into it. Arande is like the leftovers. You want a leftover turkey sandwich on one of those dinner rolls, or you want a leftover piece of cold lasagna? And he's right. There's something to be said for that. Anyway, Seahawks hosting the Patriots.
Seahawks 4-point favorites.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
Seahawks -4.
There you go, J.A. Get him, J.A.
Did I get it right?
Anything else interesting here? The Sunday games. How about Orande's Suns, Chargers, Mike McDaniel's Chargers offense hosting the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, goodness.
Now, who's the Cardinals quarterback?
Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett probably.
Jacoby, Carson Beck, or Gardner Minshew.
Chargers 9-point favorites.
Chargers -6.5.
Chargers 4-point favorites.
Chargers -10.5.
Wow.
Mike McDaniel offense on the West Coast. Look out.
Oh, he going to whoop them early. Then they're going to figure out that little goofy post game, that little post every play.
Yeah,
they're going to shut him down.
But, Justin Herbert starring in music videos with his pop star girlfriend now this offseason. Who knows? Is the focus from old Mr. Winless in the playoffs, Justin Herbert, where it needs to be this offseason?
Oh, we got a focus debate on May 14th. We've got a focus. We've got an NFL focus debate. We are so back, baby. We are so back.
Herbert got him a bad one.
Release day, man.
Isn't he with Madison Beer? Is that who he's with?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You approve?
I don't know. I'm married. I just see a girl.
I was talking about him. He's a good-looking dude.
He's a looker.
He is a good.
Win a playoff game.
How about the Monday night game, the first Monday night game of the season? The Chiefs hosting the Broncos. Now, is everybody back? Is Mahomes back for the Chiefs? And is, big fella back for the Broncos?
Hey, Josh, how good could a player be if you call him big fella?
I couldn't remember Quinn Ewer's name yesterday. So I was like, it's either going to be Malik or, that guy.
our guy.
Yeah. Is it
Mahomes? Bo Nix. Bo Nix.
Are they both healthy for the Open?
Mahomes will be. I saw that he's a huge favorite to start week 1. So the expectation is we'll start week 1. I haven't seen any sort of update on Bo Nix.
collusion with the league, giving them an extra day for Mahomes to be ready. If they were playing the Wednesday game,
Right.
Mm,
More than a day.
never
What do you think
know.
that line is? Chiefs hosting the Broncos Monday Night Football.
Chiefs favored for sure at home. Minus, I say 3.5.
Chiefs -2.
Broncos -1.
Chiefs -2.5. So close.
Win for me.
Yeah, we'll give that to Appel. All right, Josh Appel. We love you, Joshua.
I love you guys.
We love you back.
And
All
I
right,
love your-
we'll take a. This is my Marlins captain's hat. This is the Yacht Rock hat. This is a great promo, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you finally got your hands on it.
Look at this.
Wow.
These are the Marlins Barbie game day hats, which will be. Do you know what day that promo is, Solana? That's coming up soon. No,
I do not.
We did something with the movies that you don't want to admit to people that you watch every time they come on when you were off Hawk, and mine was Barbie with Margot
I've never
Robbie.
seen it. I've never
Good
seen
movie.
it.
Bro, good movie.
You can
Is
go
it a
watch.
good movie?
Great movie.
A great
It's a
movie?
good movie.
Above average movie.
Barbie game day, Lone Depot Park, May 9th.
Oh, last week. All right.
Yeah.
We
Get out
stay
there
up-
last week and get yourself that Barbie game day hat. Fire up the old DeLorean. Get out to Lone Depot Park. Get
I might
yourself
just
that
love
Barbie
love Margot Robbie, I think.
Oh my goodness. Wolf of Wall Street. Come on. Are you kidding me?
And
But
she was
I'm
the lunatic in that superhero movie.
Suicide Squad.
Oh my goodness.
Harley Quinn. She was also she tried to teach me things about the financial market in The Big Short from the bathtub. I'm not really sure I remember anything that she
You had a tough time retaining her lessons.
I wasn't focused either, Jay.
I am now no longer watching movies. I am just watching episode 4, season 3, Euphoria over and over and over again. And after I've seen it about 1,050 times, maybe I'll move on to something else. All right. See you, Josh.
Bye, guys.
There you go, Josh Appel. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Crowder.
Hawk.
Crowder.
Hawk.
Unk.
I'm ready. Somebody puts on the chat, Hawk's obsession of a woman probably near her 30s is strange. Hey, man, if you can't appreciate the beauty of, what's her name, Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah.
If you can't appreciate the beauty of Sydney Sweeney, that's on you.
Yeah. I'm I'm a rough grader. Y'all get on me all the time, but that Sydney Sweeney is a very beautiful young lady.
Yeah. Are you guys into the schedule release tonight? Do you like searching for all the leaks? Do you like the figuring it out as we go and trying to put the pieces together? Because you know that this team has a concert booked at their stadium on a particular Sunday. And so if you do the backwards math, like, do you like all that? Or are you just going to look, tonight? When's the release? 8 o'clock tonight, Solana?
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
Man,
I'll see it
really
when
proud.
I'm on the toilet about 6:30 a.m. I'll check it out.
Yeah, so just tomorrow morning. You won't even look for it tonight?
Yeah, because to your point, I think people love it so they can plan vacations around it and all of that stuff. If it's international, they can plan their vacation, get their tickets, but it doesn't start till October. Like I don't need to know the second.
I like to know what primetime games that they're going to have. I like to know what non-Sunday games they're going to have. It is we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but it is a way to know what the league and the networks think of your team and what their capabilities are for the upcoming season. And I can't imagine the Dolphins are going to have anything more than the minimum, right? I mean,
I didn't know if I was about to break your heart, Hawk, but then I got to have a lot of prime time.
You have to get one primetime game, right? Is that the rule, that you get one primetime game? Every team gets one primetime game?
Every team's on primetime one time, yeah.
Yeah. We're not a 5 primetime team. I promise you.
Can't imagine that they're going to have many primetime games if there's more than one. Dolphins happen to be a draw, but not when they're terrible.
It's 305. Dale.
Bless.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
305, sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family.
To your point, hats off to the Duper Clayton combo, Dan Marino, Dwight Stevenson, Larry Little. Those guys put the Dolphins on the map back in the day, and that's why they were one of those
regulars.
Yeah, and it's still holding on, and I love it because I'm a Miami Dolphin fan, Dolphin player, ex-player. But yeah, like if you look at the current day NFL, people aren't looking at the Dolphins as that's must see TV.
Not so much. Yeah, not so much. Are you like the schedule release tonight, Solana? Will you watch or no?
No, I won't watch the show. I'm conflicted as to whether or not I like the leaks throughout the day and whether or not, like, I have them all favorited if you guys wanted to go down that route. I understand it, by the way. Like Big E, our friend Big E, he had tweeted a couple Dolphins schedule leaks, and he writes, as a reminder, I would not book travel until it's official. And that kind of reminds me, guys like him and the Dolphins, like super fans that travel to every game, they need a jump on this as soon as possible. Because
do they?
Yeah, I mean, you do.
You're telling me like an aircraft sells out because it, like, I
sells out, Hawk, but you want to make sure that you can get the best hotels.
I got it. I'm just saying, like, if you find out tonight at 8 or tonight at 4 or today at 4, like, I don't know.
Yeah, but
does
some
it really
people
save you that much money.
We don't.
I want to find out. No. I want to find out just because I'm curious. But like that, like when you say they need to find out, do they?
But no, they don't need to. As in, like it's gonna significantly affect how much money they spend. I'm talking about they need to. Like this is what these people live for. Like these Dolphins fans
that I understand.
That travel, like they need to know. They need to have their group chats ready to go so they can all book the same hotel. They're all like waiting on pins and needles for this stuff. I'd be totally cool with like Sunday just kind of going to dolphins.com and checking out their schedule. Like I genuinely, I'm not that interested with schedule releases.
I get it. It's not much from the Dolphin side, but from the Gator side, I get Gator, Florida Gators, I know, players and just fans. Hawk, they'll text me in June, hey, Crowder, you going to the November 13th game against LSU? Bro, I can't schedule next week. You think I'm scheduling November 13th? I don't know what I'm going to be doing November 13th. But people really do plan their entire calendar around games.
I had a meeting today, like right before the show, with the DJ that I'm booking for my wedding next year. But I guess I didn't really communicate. And by the way, it's a DJ that used to work at Power 96. Like, it's somebody that we know. And I guess I didn't really communicate with him on the phone when we had first talked, like preliminary discussions, when my wedding was. And halfway
When
through
is it?
today, next year in February. And
No, I know, but like, is that on a Sunday or something?
You
It's on a
had your
Saturday.
wedding in February. You can't even say the name of February.
It is an odd choice for you. I saw when I got to save the date, I was like, this guy's got the guts to put it in February.
You know, I was gonna save this for Judgment Mondays, but if I send you a save the date,
It's Judge Monday.
I didn't
It's
get
not
one.
Judgment Monday. It's just Judge Monday because I couldn't pronounce something and it came out Judge Monday, which I want you to put in the open. By the way, did anyone mark the time when I said Judge Monday?
no. But I'll go back. I'll do it.
I believe it was on Monday.
Where is mine? So I can't come to the wedding?
First of all, like this is what I'm talking about.
I didn't make the cut. You could be honest. I'm a grown man. I didn't make the cut.
Well, he knows what I gave Falero for his wedding.
Judge Thursdays. I send Hawk save the date, and it clearly says, please respond with your home address.
We're in.
The only person that didn't send me back, that opened up the invitation and that didn't send back their address, Hawk. And Crowder, I sent you and Asia, both of you, save the date. You both opened it because the app I'm using shows me that you opened it. You interacted with the save the date, and neither of you responded either. Hey, you guys don't want to go to my wedding? That's fine. But don't F around and ignore the save the date. All right? How about you guys be a little courteous to your radio partner?
Lori, because I had showed it to Lori the moment that I got the thing, and then I admittedly I didn't read the whole thing where it said send your home address. And she said to me, "Oh, did you respond with our address?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Oh no, does it say that?" And she said, "Yeah."
All right.
Save the date, Solana. Nothing pops up.
Okay.
So now what's your text, big fella?
All I
No,
got is
I
show
knew I was
sheets.
supposed to do that. I'm sorry. I hate people who do that.
All I got is show sheets under
Why are you-
Solana.
No, but you're looking at your email. I didn't email it to you. I texted
No, it was a
it to you.
text.
It was a text.
Did you respond, Jimmy?
I did.
That's all right. I didn't want to bog the show down here, but
No, I'm doing it right now. I don't
That's
like
what I
people
want
who
to do,
do
Hawk.
that.
I'm doing it as
Yeah.
well.
I don't like people who do that.
Please, if you guys don't want to go, just send me my present and we'll be
No,
on
what
my
is the
way.
dress code? Is it can I borrow Barry's Reese's peanut butter cup?
No,
t-shirt?
Hawk.
Is
Hawk,
it
you're-
meat? Meat?
No. Hawk. No. We're not doing this.
Meat.google? Meat.google.com?
Hawk just texted me like an individual text your address. No. Go to the invitation. Go to the link
Where
in
am
the
I going to
invitation.
find that?
Well,
Solana,
I
don't
sent
have
it to
an
you.
invitation. No, on our text, me and you personal
honestly,
text.
Where would I find that?
You can
It's
search text.
but what would I search for?
Save the date.
Invitation. Save the date. Solana.
Is it on our big thread or was solo?
It was a solo.
All right, then I have that.
Okay.
I don't have save the date. Solana, you didn't invite me. You just feel bad.
I sent it to you and Asia, and you both opened it. You
You don't know I open nothing. I don't open nothing.
You're
You think
telling
it
me right
timed
now
out?
you didn't open it.
Save the date.
think it timed out.
Black
Like
Men
you
Win
disappeared?
presented by State of Black Men, South Florida. That's not you.
No, that's it.
Solana, this is going to be a hell of a party. I don't have anything.
Do you
All right.
have any idea when you sent it? Because I don't see it anywhere. I'm all the way back in March, February now.
A month ago.
Man, all right. Well, I'll have to do this one.
Yeah, I don't see nothing, Solana.
Did you send it off your Finsta?
You text it?
Yeah. Did you DM it to me? on Instagram?
Can I just text you my address?
Well,
Nope.
I just did that, and he just told me no. So,
Nope. Absolutely not.
do you guys have a registry?
No, we don't have that yet.
No.
If I buy you baby stuff, will that encourage you to make a baby faster?
Speaking
Buy
of
the
Sydney Sweet,
nicest crib ever.
Dressed as a baby in Euphoria.
The nicest crib ever, Solana. It's coming your way.
All right, let's do headlines here while I search for the invite. Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
So, do you guys want some of these schedule leaks, or are we just going to
Sure,
wait
why
as a
not?
show? You don't want to wait? Okay.
I mean, we'll do it again tomorrow like we never heard.
All right. Well, before we get to the Dolphins, here's your
What are we going to
Christmas-
do tomorrow? We've got nothing tomorrow. There's no basketball game tonight.
Plus, you gotta predict the Dolphins' record tomorrow.
Yeah, who's the first game? Raiders?
Yeah, Raiders.
Want to know. Actually, maybe we should save this for tomorrow because we really don't have anything to do tomorrow. We don't, do we?
I got nothing.
I mean, what on earth are we going to talk about tomorrow?
Put something together.
What does that mean? What does
Work it
that
out.
mean? Put something together.
Sometimes you got to put something together.
Right. I'm asking you, what would we put together for tomorrow?
Somewhat, we got to just lock in.
What's Clay up to tomorrow? 225.
Oh, trust me. I can tell you what he's up to. He's on with us. I guarantee you I'll do my opening question when I don't have anything to talk about. Which one of these would interest you most talking about first? Marlins, Heat, Dolphins?
Let them be a part of the show.
So these are the two I think most confident schedule leaks of the Dolphins. Week 1 against the
We
Raiders.
shouldn't do this.
Oh, all right.
We don't have anything to do tomorrow.
Right, but now the problem is we don't have anything to do right now. I kid.
You mean you don't think me looking for a text from you from a couple
Hawk,
months
I think
ago
you
is
know-
good radio?
Hawk, you know Solano lie. I think he's lying about these invites because I can't
saw
find
it.
anything.
No, I did see it, but I cannot find it.
I will prove it to both of you right now. I'm going to take a
I'm going to
screenshot.
find
the
it.
text
No,
bubble.
don't prove me anything, Jack.
On the text bubble.
Marlins are
sent-
losing 6-0, by the way.
I sent to Asia and Channing Crowder on Thursday, April 16th, 8:27 p.m.
April 16th.
Oh, wait a second. I'm back in January. You're telling me? Nah, I don't have it. You sure you sent it to just me?
Yes,
It's not on a group chat?
it's not just you.
What date?
April 16th.
Fred Ryan, Jimmy.
Why is Jimmy
I'm
texting?
telling you, I think it times out. I don't think it saves it for that long. I have a text on April 14th from you, and I have a text on April 17th.
But it's not from me.
Oh, well, what the hell am I looking at then?
Who is it from?
It's from a website.
Man, I'm not answering no
And now you want me to
predator's
find
text.
a short code from like.
Just forget about it. Just forget it. Just text me your addresses. You
Can
guys
you
are,
do
you guys
this?
are ridiculous.
Because, yeah, this is ridiculous, Solana.
Oh, you guys are ridiculous. You're the only two dummies I couldn't figure out how to
I
respond.
know. I feel bad. I don't like people who do this.
Yeah.
There it is. I got it. Save the no. 2021.
April 16th.
And it was the release of Space Jam 2 with LeBron James. Because I searched save the date. That's all that came up.
Yeah. It's all right.
You
Don't
said I
worry
should
about it.
search invite.
Don't worry about it. You guys are useless. It's
Let
okay.
me see. April 6th. Paperless post. Oh, paperless post.
Oh, should I serve that? Should I search that paperless?
Search paperless post.
There it
Tap
is.
to view.
Look at that. I had a conversation with Paperless Post.
Look at there.
Look
Look
at
at that little
Very
weird fellow there
exciting.
looking like
go.
little Jiminy Cricket.
How on earth do we have this many people watching this on the stream? I would have bailed on this 5 minutes ago.
So what do I do now?
You click the link.
Don't even worry about it, Crowder. He knows we're coming.
We're on the way, man. You know what, man? Just hand me a paper invitation. I'll put it on my wall next to my kids' pictures.
Somebody says Solana being a crab. Y'all supposed to be boys. You got to use an app. More like, bro, my wedding is this date. Y'all coming? Okay. What y'all mailing address? Yeah, that's exactly how I did it with my actual boys. But with these two, I'll give them hell. Make them go through it.
Because I got a paper save the date from Whittingham, and it's actually up on our fridge.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Do I just put my phone on the fridge here? But I don't want to not have to be able to use my phone until next February.
Put it on a Post-it. All right. Devon Achane signed his extension yesterday with the Miami Dolphins. He signed a 4-year extension, $68 million, $32 million guaranteed. He's going to make $17 million a year, third highest paid running back in the NFL.
I'm awesome with that. Like I was thrilled when I saw that pop up last night.
Yeah, and I'm excited because Sully and Halfley, they evaluated everything. I think 554 carries. I looked at the number earlier, and they said this is a guy we need on our team. This is their big signing. This is their early big signing of their tenure. If you like him, I love him, Hawk.
I believe this will be the biggest signing of their offseason.
100%.
Am I right? I mean, name recognition and money. No?
Yeah. The puppies are unproven. Achane is a Pro Bowl running back.
Braxton Garrett got his first start for the Marlins in 23 months, and it didn't exactly go great for him here in Minnesota. He was pulled. The Marlins are down 6-0, but he was pulled after allowing 5 runs in 1 1/3 innings. So
not good.
Not great. No good.
No good. No good. Are you inviting W2 Roy to your wedding?
Yeah, he'll be there. He's going to be one of the cocktail servers.
Look at Solana.
W2. You should invite him and Nikki. Invite them.
He's going to come late and leave early.
Come on. He would be great.
No,
do I get a +3? Because I'd like to bring Lori, Roy, and Nikki.
Hawk, when he has to go back and get that third tray of hors d'oeuvres, man, these people eat too much. I'm out of here.
Oh, invite W2 Roy. Come straight from the sewage job.
Hey, Solana, are we at table 19? Because Valero put us at table 19.
That movie was out the other night. I was watching it the other night.
Hawk, we couldn't see the stage. What's going on? Nobody knows.
I'm still not certain that Valero's married to Kimberly.
Valero put us outside in the patio area.
Were you there? Were you at that wedding?
Yeah, I was sitting right next to you.
I do. Damn, Hawk.
Oh, remember I gave you my address. You asked me for your
I had to scoot up every time they brought a table in. Like I was like, why am I? The door is so close.
No good. No good.
No
That'd be
good.
great. You're exchanging your vows and W2 Roy is in the background. No good. No good.
No good. Till death do us part. No good. No good.
Good. No good. Please invite him. Do you have any extra space?
No.
What if I double your gift?
No.
Oh,
Could we buy a ticket to your wedding?
Right. Can we buy a couple of tickets for people we want there?
Yeah, I'll have our own little party in the back.
Yes. Will you allow me to purchase a table as if it was a charitable event? You know, I want to purchase a table.
I'm in, Hawk. We'll go halves on it,
Bro. That's a good revenue source. Sell us a table.
Who are your invites? We got W2 Roy and his wife.
Telling you, I'm
Hey,
not-
we're
I
buying
wanna
the
buy a
table.
Can I buy a table or not? Oh, I mean, I could walk in with a whack pack. It would be W2 Roy, Manny with a camera.
Get all the pictures.
You hire Manny as your photographer? He's in all the pictures.
Solana, you gotta let us buy a table.
Yeah, come on, sell me a table. Yeah, somebody puts in there. I walk in with Matt Murphy. I walk in with my horse in box.
In box. This is fun. Solana, you have to do it.
Great. This will be great.
The actual horse.
Man, come
Jockey on
on.
it. Great. I tell you what, I think because somebody put just make it a WQAM watch party. I believe if we did a live stream and put it on like Patreon or something where you had to buy it, I think you and Valentina would make a ton of money if we live streamed the wedding and reception and allowed me and Crowder to bring some of our own guests.
Yeah.
Who are you inviting, Crowder? Chris Volstad?
Xavier Edwards.
Big boy. You know Aiken Adele's gonna be there. Great dude. Aiken's there. Yeah. Yep. My table's gonna smell a little different than everybody else's table. It's gonna have a cloud around it.
Was it Randy Starks who was scuba diving in Belize? Do I have that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Randy Starks invited, but he literally is dressed in his scuba diving gear.
Scuba gear.
We got action.
Oh my God.
We could reenact the story. I could fight Randy McMichael at your wedding.
This is
Solana, this is gold, bro.
This is gold, man. This is an opportunity. Oh, crying. All right. Anything else in the headlines? Because I won't have enough time with Whittingham,
$5,000.
who I am also going to try to buy a table from, except he doesn't need the money.
Whitty's getting married?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Y'all puppies. That's right. Hawk, you've been married 30 years. I've been married
Almost
15
30
years.
years.
Yeah, they're starting. They're just getting
Oh,
loose around their
so-
neck.
Sorry, guy who questioned why I'm infatuated with Sydney Sweeney. Try looking at the same woman for 29 years. Just kidding. Not kidding. I've been looking at inbox funny.
He got that walk.
Your weather 90 degrees. Tonight the lows will be in the 70s. Brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
All right, we'll take a break. Chris Whittingham is going to join us in the next segment. Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Man, ain't nobody worried about no damn Ian Ingold.
I see what you're doing there, Jimmy. Chris Whittingham is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He's a soccer broadcaster for CBS and Apple TV. He is going to Oslo next week for the UEFA Women's Champions League final, which is May 23rd on Paramount Plus. The game is Barcelona and Leon. And where are you joining us from, Whitty? I can hear all the ambient noise again. Are you back at that soccer thing?
Yes, I'm back at the Baller League Arena in Miami at
you.
Tropical Park.
We had a delightful segment in the last segment, and I kind of like to keep it going, but I don't want to waste Whitty's time because I really did want to talk World Cup and soccer.
No, let's keep it going. What are you guys talking about? I missed out.
We were talking about Solana's upcoming wedding, and Crowder and I were trying to buy a table so that we could bring some people that he wasn't planning on inviting. And we thought it would be a nice revenue generator for him if, like, at a charitable event, you know how you buy a table for $5,000, if we bought a couple of tables, but then I get to bring
who I want.
Manny to take pictures. I was going to bring, right, yeah, no, I'm going to, W2 Roy, who comes to Gulfstream Park and visits us, my horse in box.
That really needed the second syllable. The second syllable of horse was really required there.
My horse.
So, would you consider doing it? See, you're not in the same, like Solana, who wouldn't need an extra 10 grand for me and Crowder?
Oh no, I'm willing to put.
League. You're going to Oslo to do UEFA Champions League. Like, you could buy me out of my table at your wedding.
Hey man, I may be going to Oslo for the Champions League final, but also I would be willing to sell some seats to the wedding because this ain't cheap. It is not cheap. I'm getting married. I'm getting married next March in the Keys, and every quarter, every 3 months, we got to pay a portion of that bill, and every time that credit card deduction happens, it does not make it any better.
In that case, sign Brady Papinga up for Woody's wedding.
That is a callback. That is a callback.
You remember Whitty Crowder was filling in for Big O, and he had Brady Papinga on because he would come on weekly with Big O, and man, they butted heads.
Well, I mean,
Big O call you during the segment and say, you can't have him on anymore, or something like that.
He didn't say anything to me, Big O, but there definitely was a arrangement that needed to be changed. Oh, Solana took that call? Oh, man, I apologize. So basically what happened was we just got into it about NFL concussions. This was in 2017. The movie had already come out. This issue had sort of long since been settled as an issue that kind of needed to be dealt with. And yet, for whatever reason, Brady Papinga came on and was like, I'm gonna pretend like I learned nothing about concussions, and made it seem like I was like some bleeding heart liberal for bringing up the points contrary to that colliding heads is bad. But it was like an argument that was sort of born like, no, but that's ridiculous. What you're saying is ridiculous, right? It's like, no, it's not. Okay, well then we kind of need to. We can't just let this go. We have to keep talking about it, right? So
Brady Papinga.
I know.
If I could buy a table to Whitty's wedding, I'm bringing Big O and Brady Papinga.
Whitty, I'm in, man.
It's for sale.
Send me the invoice.
It's for sale. Because everyone has. I'm sure Solana, you have your list, yeah, and you have to make your cuts. And honestly, you would invite more people if they would buy their way into it. But it's also kind of offensive to go up to somebody like, well, if you paid $279.99, I might consider bringing you to my wedding. But otherwise, I'm not certain that I can. It's already too many people.
Sell seats, man. Why not?
It's a
Anyway,
good idea.
I really wanted to talk World Cup because we're less than a month away. And I was telling Solana and Crowder at the beginning of the show, like, I'm learning more about soccer over the last few weeks. Like, I'm trying to retain it and learn it because I didn't understand Champions League and all that stuff. Like, I didn't get it, but I'm starting to get it. But I'm paying more attention to the World Cup. But I saw today that there's a halftime show, and I brought up at the beginning of the show today, this is uniquely American because they haven't done this for a World Cup. And I wonder if that offends your soccer sensibilities. And I'm guessing I also made the point of the hydration breaks, which are really commercial breaks. I just wonder if you, as a soccer purist, are offended by kind of the Americanization of the greatest soccer event in the world.
I'm not. I'm really not, because ultimately each World Cup has to take on the characteristics of its host nation. And if you were to hold any big sporting event that like you could plan, we've known for several years now that the final is at MetLife Stadium on July the whatever. For any event that was like that, you would plan some big kind of halftime ceremony. So yeah, I mean, there will be purists that will be upset about it, but also this is sort of the one case in which I don't necessarily have to be bothered about the fact that other countries don't like it. It's an event being held in the United States. Now, if UEFA brings us into the Champions League final and decides you want to have a big entertainer during halftime and Europeans get upset about it, that's their thing. That's how they do sports. But over here in the United States, like this is what we do. We turn everything into a big spectacle and a big show. So I'm not offended in the slightest. The only thing that I'm worried about, and I kind of wonder how they do it for the Super Bowl, is I'm worried about the pitch. Because if they have a bunch of singers and a bunch of dancers and stage and you know, speakers and musicians and instruments, they got to wheel all this stuff out at halftime, and they got to wheel it out onto the pitch. Right. And then we come out after halftime and they can't string two passes together because the pitch is completely destroyed, then that would be a problem. I hope that they have solved for this, but that's the only thing that I'm worried about. I kind of like the fact that this is an event that is uniquely American. It has to be, because otherwise...
I expected, by the way.
But Whitty, Solana, where did I go where you were amazed that I didn't know where I was at, where they were burning crap in behind the goal?
He went to the Camp Nou, yeah.
Yeah, you texted me about that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's the stadiums, like, it's not as much marketing, it's not as much sales, it's just pure, like, watch soccer. But that's not a good business model. Like, they could make way more money, they could blow up the game even more, whatever it is. Like, what we do in America, shouldn't they take on that in other countries? It doesn't make sense not to sell and market your damn sport.
So here is the flip side that I would say to that is, and actually Hawk and I were talking about this the other day, because there was a minor league baseball promotion from the Louisville Bats who have decided for a full game to not have any music, no promotions in between games. There's nothing. It's just
not
going to be
read,
nothing.
Not an organ player, nothing. You
nothing.
Go there and you
for the
watch
full
baseball.
9 innings for a baseball game. And it's going to be weird, and it's going to be bad. I remember the New York Knicks tried this once during a game where they didn't have the organist playing at all, and Draymond Green came out after the game and said that was terrible. There was no atmosphere. Well, that's because you are relying upon the organization, the team, to provide atmosphere. The reason why people like European soccer and European atmospheres is because there is nothing. It is a blank canvas upon which the fans create the atmosphere. They sing songs and they bang drums, and it's all about the atmosphere created by the fans. And the expectation is that the fans create it. The second you start to provide it for them, the second that I think what happens is I think American sports crowds are bad. I really do. Unless an exciting moment happens, unless the RJ Barrett shot happens the other day for Toronto and that arena goes nuts. Otherwise, during the game, it's just defense. That's it. That's all it is. And so, no, it's terrible. And so I think that American sports atmospheres have been dulled by the fact that the games are produced within an inch of their lives, and the expectation is on the team rather than the fan to create the atmosphere. So yeah, you can probably sell a few more sponsorships, but ultimately, if you kill the thing that makes it special, which is the crowds that are at every game, then what have you really done other than made a few bucks, which, you know, ultimately these teams make tons of money anyway.
All we talk about leading up to the World Cup from a local perspective is growing the game, how this World Cup was going to grow the game, and there were going to be millions of new soccer lovers. Whitty, how much of that is based on the United States and their success in this tournament, A, and B, considering, you know, their group, I wouldn't say is the group of death, but it's certainly a strong group. What are your reasonable expectations for the U.S.?
So we honestly have no idea, because the United States has been all over the place in the last 2 years. They also haven't played a competitive game since March of 2025, and those are Nations League games, which isn't even really the real thing. This is a level, an order of magnitude bigger than any game they've played in 4 years. And so we don't know how this team will arrive. I think if you look at the collection of players, it can perform well in this group. They actually have beaten, they have Australia, Paraguay, and Turkey. they've actually played all three of those teams in the last year. They beat Australia, they beat Paraguay, and they lost to Turkey. If you mirror those results, you have a chance of winning the group. You have a chance of finishing in second and advancing. But I agree with you. It is entirely dependent on how the United States does in terms of the overall mood of the country. There will be the communities for, let's say, Colombia, if they go on to have a great World Cup. Colombian Americans will have a great time. But realistically, this is like the Olympics. This is like any other international sporting competition where it goes as far as the United States goes. So I think they can compete reasonably well. I think they can get to a last 16. But ultimately, the only way for it to be that sort of boom moment is they go and play Argentina and they beat them. They go and play Colombia and they beat them. They go and play England and they beat them, which is almost, I mean, they would be massive underdogs going into a game like that. But the United States have pulled off upsets like that before. It's just about, can all the stars align in a one-off game and you go and beat someone that you otherwise wouldn't have, and that creates this boom moment. So, yeah, I agree. It's completely dependent on the United States. The only problem is, for as much as the American player has made strides at the highest levels of the game, is it enough? Are there enough strides being made in order to compete at the highest levels of the World Cup?
Is the excitement there for this World Cup? I'm starting to see it at grocery stores and on commercials. Like, I know the marketing angle is there. It's kicking in, but we're less than a month away. Is the fan excitement there?
I don't think so. And I think it's because of the amount of bad press that FIFA have brought upon themselves. And that really the only media that is out there. I mean, there are some that are talking about the games. And ultimately, once the thing kicks off, once the U.S. plays their first game in Los Angeles against Paraguay, then it's a sporting event. And I think World Cups tend to build momentum from that first game. But in the build-up, all this organization has brought upon themselves is negative publicity with, how expensive the ticket prices are. In each individual market, there are all these stories. Oh, the hotels aren't selling. And is this event actually even going to sell out? Are these games even going to sell out? I think they would have in an instant if they were priced reasonably. But this World Cup, for as much as you say, Solana, that it is about growing the game, it just hasn't proven to be that that's what the organization that is running it values. They value extracting every possible dollar out of every corporation, out of every individual in the country, so that this is as big of a money-making venture as it possibly can be. Because that's what the United States, unfortunately, is to the world. We are the ATM to the world.
Did all the would all the games sell out in Qatar? Even when it's a couple of nations that there's really no interest, geographic interest, because we know that there are some matches like that here, but I just wonder if I know in the Olympics, not every event is sold out because there are sports that don't have as much cachet as basketball or hockey. So I wonder if all World Cup matches always sell out in the host countries.
I mean, there were some games that were played in Qatar. They tried as much as they could to limit the damage of how hot it is, but they played during the day, and there was that section of the stadium that's in the sun that would look completely empty. But yeah, for the most part, you watch the games, you didn't think about the crowd because there were people there. It was also a much smaller geographical footprint. You could reasonably expect to get to all 8 of the stadiums within about a 4 hours drive, because that's how small the country is and how small the footprint of the tournament was. This is a completely different thing. But I think, yes, you would expect every single World Cup game to be sold out, whether it was a terrible team, a good teams playing each other, good team playing a terrible team. It wouldn't have mattered if, frankly, the immigration situation in the country was more normal, and if the tickets are reasonably priced, every game would be sold out. Everyone would want to come here, but that's not at all what they prioritize. So it's going to rely upon Americans in local markets looking at an event going on in their backyard and saying, I want to go. And I don't know, there are some, for example, I was watching this conversation on TikTok about these 2 guys in Seattle who are like, I want to take my kid to a World Cup game, but the United States is playing here. I think they play in Australia. They play against Australia in Seattle. And to take a family of 4 is like $5,000. And by the way, that game could be bad. It could be a 0-0 game. There is no guarantee that the game is going to be any good. And so is every game going to be sold out? Maybe those prices get lower. But if it isn't because there's a lack of interest in the World Cup. It's because of how they decided to market and price it.
And Woody, how do they decide where the World Cup is? Is it like a Super Bowl bid? Because it seems like it would be more successful somewhere else.
Oh no, my view is that the United States is the best place to host the World Cup. I really do, better than any other country. But again, so this World Cup is different in one respect than previous. Normally, what would happen in previous World Cups is the country would organize it. They would run all the tickets, and U.S. soccer would basically be in charge of the World Cup. But FIFA decided, instead of allowing somebody else to make the money, We're going to make the money. And they have corporate headquarters in Miami, not terribly far from where you guys are right now. And they are running the whole thing. So they have decided that this is what they want to do with the World Cup. But I am of the belief, just based off of how multicultural the country is, based off of how much people want to come here, under normal circumstances, I think the United States is the best place to host the World Cup. These just aren't normal circumstances. But to answer your question, there is a bidding process. Now, because the tournaments are getting so big, they have 48 teams. Usually it involves multiple countries hosting as well. So, for example, the next one is being held in Spain, Morocco, and Portugal. So, you know, they have
Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina.
Right, which is a bit of
the
chicanery.
The centennial, right. Witty, come on.
It is a bit of chicanery that it's not worth getting into. But yeah. So basically, yeah. So basically, each continent has a chance to host it over the course of every, let's say, 6 cycles. So in one World Cup, Europe will host, and one World Cup, South America will host, and one World Cup, North America will host. That's how it should be. That's not how it's going to be. Yeah. So right, it's all about money. And frankly,
Qatar got the World Cup.
Saudi for 34 is what this was all about. Yeah.
Qatar got the World Cup, Witty. I mean, I don't think I'm revealing state secrets because of the amount of money that they paid for it. Like that's how they got the World Cup.
Of course. So there's
with Olympic bids as well.
Sure. And now it's supposed to be more transparent than it used to be, but now it's the same as the FIFA presidency, which is basically each country gets a vote. So each country gets a vote, they present bids, and then whoever wins the vote gets the. I think the U.S. was competing against an Australia bid for this one, and ultimately they won out. So ultimately each continent has their go. There's a bidding process, and then they vote on it.
Chris Whittingham, soccer broadcaster, Apple TV and CBS. He'll be in Oslo next week for the women's UEFA Champions League. Have you been to Norway before?
I've never been to Norway before. I'm very excited. I'm actually going to pop over after the final and visit Denmark as well. I've never been to Denmark. So knocking out 2 countries in one go.
That will be a fantastic trip, I would imagine. That's probably a perfect time of year to be there.
Oh,
all right. Have safe travels, and we will speak to you again as we lead up to the World Cup.
A little disappointed we didn't get to the Messi almost hat trick last night, but a big win for Inter Miami last night. Well done to them.
Fair or unfair that they took away that goal?
Totally fair. It was, because a goal has to be a shot on target. That was not a shot on target. So
it hit the post.
But the post is not on target.
Of course it is.
No, it's not.
The post. That's the goal. That's the goal.
I'm going to have to defer to Whitty.
The statistical calculation of shots on target do not include shots that hit the post. If you hit the post, it does not count as a shot on target because it wasn't on target.
He's doing
Solana. No,
don't argue.
Yeah, I'm not arguing.
I feel bad when you do this to Solana. Solana's a massive soccer fan. You don't need to patronize him like this.
No, but I mean, you obviously know more about this. He's done one FIU women's game.
You mother effer, man. You mother effer.
I'm inviting to my table along with Manny. Bill and Gil, the voice of FIU.
I'll come around to the table as well.
We'll see you in.
All right, see you guys.
There you go, Chris Whittingham. Let's take a break. Come back. 4:00 hour is next.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
You don't know Ski Mask, the slump god?
I do not.
Ah, there she is. World Cup halftime performer, Madge. Marlins are losing 9-1. Seems to be getting away from them. Get away.
No
No
good.
good. No good.
No good. No good. Let's pick in with table 19. No good. No good. Stock market report is sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Good day on Wall Street. Dow Jones up 370 points. S&P 500 up 57 points. And the NASDAQ up 232 points. Nice green day on Wall Street.
Steak night for the Crowders.
If you're listening to the Marlins, you're listening on the AM radio station. Somebody had just put on the chat, YouTube Live was the best thing you guys have done, because I definitely don't want to hear the Marlins right now. Marlins are on 560 AM. Whenever there's a day game for the Marlins during our show, we're still on the radio on 104.3 FM. So whenever you see, an afternoon game for the Fish, you can listen to it with Jack McMullen and Steven Strom. They're on the call right now. You can flip over to 560 AM right now. But when there are afternoon games, you'll still hear us on FM 104.3 and on the Odyssey app and the iHeart app and TuneIn app. And also you can watch our stream on YouTube, as people do throughout the afternoon. And you can see our smiling faces. I did see a couple, and I know I said no schedule leaks, but I did see the slate of Thanksgiving games and the slate of Christmas Day games and like the surrounding days. And someone, Warren Sharp, who covers the NFL, he said the most deadly serious Thanksgiving slate I've ever seen. This is ridiculous. The Thanksgiving Eve game, which you took issue with, which is a Wednesday night. It's Thanksgiving Eve. It's
No such thing.
It's indisputable.
No such thing. It's not a phrase.
Today is Friday Eve.
That's silly.
No, it is. It's indisputable. You can't argue that. It's a fact.
Sunday is Monday Eve.
Yes,
It's where we're making up words, Hawk.
Well, not Sunday. Sunday night is Monday Eve. Don't get silly. So the Thanksgiving Eve game, that Wednesday night, is Packers and Rams. It's a good game. It's on Netflix, by the way. Then on Thanksgiving Day, 3 banger games. You don't normally get 3 great games. 3 bangers. First game, Bears and Lions. Yeah. Ben Johnson in Detroit, Thanksgiving Day. Yeah. Roma Dunze. Well,
NFC matchup, playoff teams. I like it.
Middle game, Eagles, Cowboys. They hate each other. Yeah. Eagles and Cowboys fans hate each other. That's a big game.
Divisional game.
The Eagles might stink, and so might the Cowboys. And then the late game, Chiefs at Buffalo.
Wow.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, a new Buffalo stadium, over under 110.
They're playing flag. Hawk, you said it. Eagles, Cowboys, Bears, Lions, Eagle, Cowboys, Chiefs, Buffalo. One of those teams are going to be garbage by that time.
Probably. Yep.
It happens every year.
Maybe more than one.
Yeah, a good team gets bad, a bad team gets good. Every single year we're excited, and then the game comes up and we're like, they're 2-7.
But on paper, the games look great. Listen, unless somebody's injured, you're still going to get Caleb Williams against Jared Goff. You're still going to get Patrick Mahomes against Josh Allen. You're still going to get Dak Prescott against Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
But Crowder, like, I get what you're saying, right? Injuries could decimate any team, or like Hawk was just saying, the Eagles might stink. Like, it's possible that the Eagles this year just aren't as good as they've been in years past. But I would argue that those 6 teams Hawk just mentioned, you wouldn't be surprised if all 6 of those teams were in the playoffs at the end of the year.
No,
True.
because of last year and because of but it happened every single year. A team that we think's going to do something is trash, and a team that we think is good doesn't work out. That's the end of November. That's what, 12 games in, 11 games in. Somebody's going to be garbage.
And then the Black Friday game, Denver at Pittsburgh. Happens to be, on paper, again, another good game. Bo Nix, you're going to assume Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback for Pittsburgh. First time without Mike Tomlin as their head coach in a long while for the Steelers. Those are 5 good games on paper on and around Thanksgiving.
Out of those 10 teams, I believe Pittsburgh is not going to be good.
Now, I would agree with you. Average, like average maybe.
I think they're going to be right around 500 maybe.
And then the Christmas Day and surrounding games. So Christmas Eve, have you heard of that one, Crowder? That is the night before Christmas Day.
Don't try this, Hawk. That's the only Eve in our entire calendar.
No, there's Thanksgiving Eve.
There's
New Year's Eve.
Okay, yeah. New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve. Sorry, there's 2. But Thanksgiving Eve.
Eve Plum. She played Jan on the Brady Bunch. Eve the rapper.
2 Eves. People just, I don't know if it's miserable people. They make up things to celebrate.
Listen, you gotta be miserable if you don't enjoy Thanksgiving Eve. You're the miserable one.
No, you're miserable when you celebrate St. Patrick's Day and dress up in green. Like, what are you doing? Be a grown-up. Got bills to pay.
Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve.
What is that?
Halloween is All Hallows Eve.
That's the night before Halloween?
No, that's Halloween. All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eve.
What's the night before Halloween?
Halloween Eve.
I hate y'all.
So the Christmas Eve. Now, again, this is a leak, so, don't book your air travel. But Christmas Eve, which I think falls on the 24th this year, the Houston Texans at Philadelphia.
That's good.
Now, Houston could be, we don't know because
who they signed? Didn't they get a badass running back somewhere?
Houston did?
Yeah, Houston got some
David Montgomery?
Yeah, the guy from the Lions. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's their running back now. With CJ Stroud and Nico and them, I think Houston can be good. They already have the number 1 defense in the league.
Yeah, I mean, if CJ Stroud learned how to actually throw to his teammates this year, then, man, they might actually have something.
Yeah. That's one of those teams. If the Texans are 13-4 or 4-13, I wouldn't be surprised either way.
Chocolate Cake Day Eve. One of the chatters put up there.
You can't just throw an Eve in front of anything and me the day before.
Sure you can. I just did it several times in this segment. Then the Christmas Day triple header. Packers at Bears. Legendary. Classic matchup.
Yeah.
Banger.
Bills at Broncos.
Banger.
Yeah.
Everybody expecting the Broncos to be very good again.
Mm-hmm. Bo Nix can mature.
Any reason to believe that they're not going to be?
No. Unless they added that little mid-tier wide receiver from Miami.
Now you're just picking a fight with Solana. Marlins have lost, by the way, 9-1. And then the night game on Christmas Day night. Rams at Seattle.
Banger.
Yeah.
The Thanksgiving slate is incredible, but Christmas Day and Christmas Eve looks pretty good as well.
Yeah, they put that together this year. That's awesome.
I think Christmas is better.
Really?
Packers at Bears.
That's a great one, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bills Broncos is a rematch of the divisional round last year.
I have one question about, well, 2 questions. I don't know what Buffalo's going to be. I feel like they're teetering. I don't know. I feel like Buffalo could be one of those teams that Crowder was talking about where it's like, hey, what happened?
Why?
I don't think so, but I kind of think that you started to see the questions happen last season when they had an opportunity and just couldn't capitalize on it. And I think Denver as well. I wonder if it's a one-year aberration where they looked like they had a straight shot to the Super Bowl and then Bo Nix gets hurt. I just wonder. Like Crowder said, there's always going to be teams who you think are going to be great and end up being bad, and teams that you think are going to be bad that end up being great. And I wonder if one of those teams happens to be one of them.
I think Buffalo will never be bad because they have Josh Allen.
Right, but they could be a middling team.
Yeah.
I mean, there was all that talk about Sean McDermott during the end of the season, and this is their chance. And if you can't do it when Mahomes isn't out there, when are you going to do it? I don't know, man.
Yeah. But no, Denver, I think Denver could be a very boring team because Bo Nix, the perfect example is Denver. Bo Nix was winning games late. There was a time I think they had 100 yards of total offense going into the fourth quarter, and then Bo Nix went crazy in the fourth quarter. Can he do that for entire games? They're going to be a great team. But if Bo Nix doesn't get better than he was last year, they're going to be a 500 team. They have a good defense, so let's get to 17 and hold them to 13. It could be a boring team, but that's not going to win a Super Bowl in this day and age.
Oh, I think you guys are way off here. Hawk with Buffalo. I mean, last year they lost to the Broncos, who were the number 1 seed in the NFL a season ago, and they lost in overtime because Josh Allen threw 7 interceptions or whatever it was. Just with Josh Allen and just the fact that they play in the AFC East, the Bills are going to win 10 games. They do it every single year. And the Broncos only didn't make the Super Bowl because Bo Nix got hurt. Crowder, they just added weapons, and they got a running back.
You're
They had a weapon, or did they get a pocket knife?
I don't know. I don't know what you guys are doing here. Like, the Broncos had the best defense statistically last year.
I get it. I thought they were going to the Super Bowl. But in other words, you think based off last – I understand. I'm just saying you think based off last season, they're a surefire great team in the NFL. And I'm like, well, wait a second. Yeah. We've seen that before. We saw it with Houston, right? We've seen it before where a team looks great. I think Washington, right? Did they look as good last season as they did the season prior when it was Jaden Daniels' first season?
Jaden Daniels' rookie year, they looked amazing. Yeah, and then last year, they were a normal team.
Right, but he got hurt. Like, he didn't play last year. So, I mean, I think that matters. Yes, if Bo Nix goes down.
Yeah,
yes,
no doubt. I'm discounting injuries because injuries.
But Solana, Houston was the same thing with CJ Stroud. They had a great defense, and then they looked amazing.
Yeah.
Bo Nix has great defense. He had to score 20 points. All Bo Nix had to do was get to 20 to win games. I don't know if he can maintain that, if the Broncos can maintain that through an entire season.
I just know I doubted the Broncos all season last year. I kept saying they're not that good. This defense is good, but like the offense is going to let them down. And in the playoffs, he went toe-to-toe with Josh Allen. He outplayed him, and he had the big plays in the playoffs. And you're right about
they won, and then all of a sudden he was injured after the game, and you found out from Sean Payton, and it was like, what?
Right. And you're right about Houston, but nobody could have foreseen CJ Stroud going colorblind.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about Bo Nix. Like you're ready to just anoint him. He's an elite quarterback, and I'm saying there's always a stumble here and there where you go, that guy looked kind of different the last time I saw him. Tua was a perfect example in 2023.
No, is CJ Stroud a better quarterback than Bo Nix?
Not based off last season.
That's what I'm saying. But the season before, CJ Stroud had a better season than Bo Nix, like statistics, quarterbacking, efficiency, all that stuff. But it's, Bo Nix was a great clutch player? How much can that work when you have to come back in every fourth quarter?
I don't think
it's Caleb Williams' question, to be quite honest, because the Bears did that for half their games last season.
Like, you want to depend on a quarterback that's going to play garbage for 3 quarters and fourth quarter guy. I don't want a fourth quarter guy. I want a second quarter guy.
All right, let's do headlines here for the 4:00 hour with Alejandro Solana, brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
I've seen pretty much only celebration by Dolphins fans following the Devon Achane contract extension. I did see this, though. The Dan Patrick Show tweeted a poll, and they say the Dolphins signing running back Devon Achane is smart, was one of the options, or not worth the price tag. And 59% of people have voted not worth the price tag. Obviously, this is national listeners, and maybe they're not as tuned in with the Dolphins. They don't know about Devon Achane. But I just wonder, have you guys seen any pushback, whether it be nationally, even locally, from anybody?
Not locally. I haven't seen much national until you just said that. But locally, I know everyone I was texting last night was like, wow, I can't believe they did. Like, I didn't think it was going to happen. So I think locally, that guy was the offense. How could you, if you're a Dolphins fan, how could you not be happy that guy's going to be a part of your team?
One of the most explosive offensive players in the last 15 years for the Dolphins. You can throw Tyreek in there, but as a running back, who are we talking about? But he didn't get the credit because the Dolphins weren't that good. They weren't going to playoffs. They weren't winning big games. People outside of Miami don't know how good Achane is, and hopefully Hafley and Sully can show the world what Achane can do.
So Sully's first signings as a general manager, and I'm talking like big name players, he goes out and he gets Malik Willis, gets the quarterback situation under wraps, and he pays the Dolphins most electric weapon that they've had in a quite some time, other than Tyreek Hill. I mean, that's what you want, right? Like, you want the guy who's going to go
down with it. I like both moves.
Yeah. Solidifying the offensive line, but let's get this secondary together.
I'm ready to bet the mortgage on the Dolphins beating the Raiders week 1. I'm ready. I'm ready to do it.
What about their season over under on wins? Because last time I looked on Hard Rock Bet, it was 4.5.
I'm not touching that.
And Solana, you're about to get married, Solana. Don't bet the mortgage on anything.
Well, I'm selling you guys a table for $15,000. So
I'm in.
7,500 a piece. Come on, Hawk. We got it.
15,000. That's your table.
I'm in.
When Hawk walks in inbox, you're gonna be upset.
That would be the funniest damn thing ever.
I'm not gonna be upset. My fiance is gonna be upset.
Let's see. Regular season wins, Miami Dolphins. Yeah, 4.5 still is the over-under.
Oh, I want to go over so bad, but we don't even know what offense we don't know what defense they're running. We know nothing about this team. I don't know how we could bet on this team. We're betting on Hafley. To make a bet now, Hawk, what are we betting on?
I mean, to win 5 games, though, how many teams each season end up with less than 5 wins? You can look at it has to be very low, I would imagine, because it's a league with parity.
I say it would be the top 6 picks, 6-7 teams would have 5 or less wins.
I see NFL standings 2025-20. Jets had less than 5 wins. Browns had 5 wins. The Titans, the Raiders, Jets, Titan, Raiders, Giants, Cardinals. 5 teams out of the entire league ended up with less than 5 wins, less than 4.5 wins.
And that's the thing. But
I'm just saying, to bet, I think trends would show you that you really have to be bottom of the barrel to finish an NFL season with less than 5 wins. I'm just showing you last season, there were only 5 teams that could accomplish that. So
it's a lot harder to end with 4 wins than it is to end with 5 or plus.
It's a lot harder to end with 4 or less wins than 6 or 7, which, are the, I would guess, the norm.
With an unproven O-line, an unproven quarterback, an unproven head coach, an unproven secondary, an unproven pass rush. I I'm with you on the
No,
trends.
listen, it's under 4.5 for a reason. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not waking Vegas up to something they haven't noticed, that you really have to be a bottom dweller to have, less than 4.5 wins. I'm just saying you're in store for a very bad season if
Yes.
you end up. You're the teams that I mentioned there.
Mm-hmm. Just keep the mortgage in the bank, Solana.
Don't forget that the schedule release is tonight. I believe the teams can start posting at 7:30, I believe. But either way, 8 o'clock, the schedule will be out tonight for every NFL team, all 32 NFL teams. As Hawk mentioned, the Marlins did lose today. They're going to play Tampa tomorrow, so they're flying back to Florida. And Inter Miami did get a victory yesterday. They were down 3-2 in the 80th minute. They scored 3 goals unanswered in the final 10 minutes plus stoppage time, and they get the dub. No NBA playoff games tonight. Did you guys watch any of the Cavs-Pistons game? There was a very controversial non-call at the end of regulation that would have put Detroit on the free throw line with like 0.2 of a second remaining, and there was no call from the official. I don't know if you guys saw that sequence.
Yeah, it was a wild end to the game.
Yeah.
That probably was a foul.
But who wants that game to end in free
That's
throws?
the thing. I don't mind a ref swallowing his whistle at that point in a game. But
And it was a loose ball foul. It wasn't like he just ran up and slapped him. It was a loose ball foul. They're both going for the ball.
the only thing that really bothered me last night, I had Karis LeVert over 7.5 points. He ended with 7.
Who killed my parlay?
Man, do you guys just not want to play by the rules at all, man? At all.
Solana, what?
You wanted him suspended?
Who are you?
I mean,
blow the whistle when the whistle needs to be blown.
if it's a foul, it's a foul. I mean, it's a foul in the second quarter.
And not
It should be a foul
everything
at the end of the
is.
game.
Fouls are subjective. That
Very.
one, while I can see it being called in certain situations with less than a second on the clock in a playoff game, especially, I wouldn't call that with less than a second on the clock in a regular season game, let alone a playoff game.
No.
So-
but loose ball, Solana, though. No. Who was it? Amon Thompson, whatever his name is. He has the ball. He's driving. And was that Jared Allen or Mosley?
You haven't said one player's name right this entire last 10 seconds. It's Asur Thompson, and it's Evan Mobley.
So his name's Mobley.
Yes.
Thompson and Mobley are both going for the ball. Like, if he had the ball dribbling and he just slapped his wrist, okay. Loose ball fouls, man, those are very subjective.
So I was wondering last night, I wonder who Hawk and Crowder are rooting for in this series. And I was just trying to kind of, pinpoint it, because Detroit, on one hand, does have a higher population than the city of Cleveland, which could lead to better TV ratings, which I know you guys are just obsessed with. But
You don't
Cleveland,
understand what we talked about yesterday. You just don't understand what we talked
Listen.
about yesterday. You
Cleveland-
literally just don't understand what we talked about.
the Cavaliers sell more merch than the Detroit Pistons do. So that's one to each side. I mean, it's split right down the middle, huh? Just coin toss for you guys on who should go out this series.
But I'm torn on this series for a different reason. I love my Miami Heat whites, and there's one on each team. There's Max Strus on the Cavs, and there's Dunkey on the Pistons. And
right.
You split up my former Heat whites, and I have a tough time picking a side.
Here's the problem, though, Hawk. It seems like Charles Barkley has called dibs on Max Strus.
He loves Max Strus.
Loves him.
Yeah, Dunk is all you have left.
Max Strus is better than Duncan Robinson
At what?
at basketball. At basketball.
At
I
basketball?
don't know.
No, Strus plays defense and hustles. Duncan just runs around outside and claps his hands all game.
He's a more complete player, but Dunkey
Stands outside and claps his hands.
Yeah, you know what? I think Max Strus brings you more.
Strus is better. This is not a debate.
Because
Strus is
Strus
better
can-
than Duncan
Strus can
Robinson.
put up 7 threes as well in a game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Duncan Robinson's the more consistent player.
Just clap his hands outside in the corner.
If you keep diminishing my White like that, I'm going to be very disappointed because that guy gave us years of enjoyment.
Hawk, Strus is a White I love. There's a lot of blacks that stand outside and clap their hands. But I like the ones that have more consistency on both sides of the court, and Strus plays defense and hustles.
I'm just telling you, I'm torn between these two former Heat Whites.
Let me add that to the circle back list. Mount Rushmore of Heat Whites.
Oh, I love that.
Mike Miller.
No,
Are we counting? Are we counting Ronnie Cycli?
Yeah, I mean any white player that's ever played for the Miami Heat.
Yeah, I mean he's like Lebanese, I believe. So he's not like white.
Don't do all that. The minutia.
Well,
He's
that's what I'm
white.
asking. Are we counting Ronnie Cycli or not?
Yeah,
he's right. Yeah. He's right. Yeah, like he's
Middle Eastern.
Yeah,
he's white.
No.
There's only. I don't like all. There's not 19 different races, Hawk.
There's not just white and black. I mean, you're telling me that I get to claim Carlos Arroyo for the Whites? Because I'll take him, but I don't feel good about this. I don't think it's right.
If they walk into a bank and rob it, what are the bank tellers going to tell the police when they get there? You know my answer to this.
But what do we do with Omer Yurtseven?
I'm
Fine. Turkey.
Would they say the big tall black dude ran out with our money?
But if they say the big tall white dude, I'm not necessarily certain I'm out there scouring the streets for Omer Yurtseven.
Hey, Hawk, how much did Whitty just love saying Turkey
Got
multiple times?
Turkeys and one chicanery. He had the time of his life. All right. Anything else in the headlines? Because we got to move along.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 88 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid 70s. This weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
All right. More chicanery on the other side.
If y'all's garage door is outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready, don't wait. You got to call Allied Doors today. Serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family-owned service. Don't be that house. If I'm calling you out, I'm sorry. But you know your neighbors, if they are your neighbors, that have a beautiful home, well-kept yard, but that garage is garbage. Don't be that person, and you know you get upset with that person. You got to call Allied Doors today. Get those garage doors fixed. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, custom impact-rated doors built to protect and upgrade your home. You have to have the garage doors, and I'm telling you, the LiftMasters. Allied Doors have the LiftMaster openers. I thought as a kid, every garage door took 30 seconds to come up and made a bunch of noise. Man, Allied Doors came to our personal home, my wife's investment properties. They put LiftMasters in, change the garage doors. They are so quiet. They're fast. They're built to perform. You got to call Allied Doors today. 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. You mention this ad, we're going to watch out for you. $300 off to upgrade and protect your home. You got to call Allied Doors today. Don't wait. Call Allied Doors today. 954-942-8550.
This is Hawk, Crowder, and Solana.
Jimmy, you know how to make a hot tea?
No, I do not.
You know the ingredients of tea?
Water.
Top Gun, the soundtrack, was released on this day in 1986. It's an all-time banger soundtrack. Should remind everybody, I don't think I've mentioned it today. Summer is almost here. The Miami Heat Junior Heat Summer Camp is back. It's a fun 3-week training camp designed to gear up for your upcoming basketball season. The camp runs June 8th through July 31st. Boys and girls ages 9 to 14 can join for these exciting skills camps at 5 different locations across Miami-Dade and Broward. Campers will enjoy a mix of friendly competitions, fundamental drills, and games. So don't miss out. Sign up your young ballers right now at heat.com/junior heat. One other thing to mention regarding the Dolphins over under 4.5 wins for the season. Did you see what their strength of schedule is based off the opponent's winning percentage last season? Well, again, you don't know how things are going to translate to the following season, but based off the opponent's winning percentage last season, the Dolphins have the second toughest strength of schedule in the entire NFL.
That's not good.
That's a recipe for under 5 wins.
That's not good.
Right? I mean, and obviously that's what Vegas takes into account as well.
Yeah,
Who they're playing and what those teams have looked like recently. And the Bears have the toughest strength of schedule. The Dolphins have the second toughest strength of schedule.
Yeah. Then if they are playing the Raiders week 1, that's the AFC West. The AFC West is hell. Like, there's some great divisions out there. If you draw those two divisions that are just whooping people, that's a bad pull. But some teams are going to be bad. Some bad teams are going to be good. Some good teams are going to be bad next year.
I think the Dolphins could be an upside surprise. But when I say an upside surprise, that's like 5 wins. I mean, as silly as that sounds, like if they finished 5-12 based on their schedule, wouldn't you say, that's kind of surprising? They had a pretty good season.
Hawk, 7-10, we're going streaking. That's I don't expect anything over 7 wins. That's at the top notch.
But if they start out with a dub, that's a good place to start. I mean, you remember how last season started?
Yes.
that was a certain dub. Boy, if this season starts that way again, can you imagine? It's like, we're going to Vegas and they're not any good. It's going to be a while, and this will be a nice little cakewalk. And then you're like,
we've had Perk on. We had Omar on. We've had so many people on, Cunhos and all them. I do not know what offense they're going to run. I don't know what their defense is going to look like. I don't know who's starting at corner. I don't know who's starting at safety. I don't know who's starting at receiver. Like, really think about this in a logistical standpoint. We don't even know what players are going to be on the field when we kick the ball off game 1. That's a tough place to be.
It's a blind faith in Jeff Hafley and John Eric Sullivan, right?
That's what it is.
What you have to have going into this season. If you don't have that, you've got nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
And all you can do is assume, and it's really an assumption, because I've been doing this assumption. We're gonna play offense like the Green Bay Packers played offense. Run the ball, play action, keep games close, win it late. But I don't know. I don't know if Hafley's gonna run this offense that they ran in Green Bay. He's a defensive guy. He had Micah Parsons. We don't have damn Micah Parsons here. I don't know. He going to put Chop Robinson at the Micah Parsons position? Because I don't know if it's going to work out the same way.
Yeah, I don't know.
What about the travel situation, Crowder? The Dolphins are going to end up traveling more than any team in the NFL that isn't playing an international game this season. They have the 6th most air miles traveled on their schedule. Does that stuff matter anymore? Like, as a player, do you ever remember
such luxury?
Right.
I was gonna say we talked about this before, where I think back in the day it was like, I'm in group 3 waiting to get on row 17F. Nowadays, bro, you're walking on, you're bringing on your own food. You have your, they have food. Solana, you rode the planes.
Yeah,
Solana,
like,
you
Solana,
more recently than any of us, did you feel the effects of travel?
How stressful was it to get on that plane?
bro, that was the best experience of my life. Chick-fil-A onto the plane, catered Chick-fil-A onto the plane. Then when you're on the plane, a menu, filet mignon, chicken Caesar wraps.
They give that menu to everyone? Like, you got that choice of menu as well?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. And if you wanted seconds, sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's enough food for everybody. Like, don't worry about it.
They wouldn't have like lobster or oysters and stuff, but you talking about chicken steak. I've ate some veal chops on there. I've ate some pork chops on there. Like,
but this wasn't like airplane food. These were quality. Like the filet mignon was a filet mignon. It was like, bro, that was the best experience of my life.
Did you feel the effects of travel when you got back from traveling to a road game and then back? Did you feel like because sometimes you feel the travel. You get back from somewhere. I mean, you go to the emergency room sometimes. Like, did you feel like, because that would be the question. If I can't imagine that athletes feel the effect of that.
I don't think so. I don't think I ever felt like I was working 7 days a week. I was doing heat broadcasts, staying up till 1 a.m, waking up at 7, going to the stadium, working the 1 o'clock game, jumping back onto the bird at around 6:30 with the team, landing at 9:30.
What are we doing there?
What happened?
Jumping on the bird.
Jumping on the bird. We're going to refer to the airplane as the bird.
Yeah, you jump right on FinForce 1, and and then waking up the next day, coming to the studio, and really I was good until I had to talk to you two at 2 o'clock.
This is the crazy thing about this travel, honestly. To drive from your house to South Beach is an hour.
Mm.
To drive back's an hour. So if you go have a Miami, if you go to see a Heat game, you go to see a Marlins game.
I feel winded when I drive down to the Kaseya Center. It is a 2-hour endeavor.
What if you had a driver and you could lay across the back seat and take a nap?
Yeah, completely different experience.
That's what it is. The West Coast trips, the 4 and 5 hours to Seattle, those are longer. But the New York trips, the Texas trips, the Kansas City, the Phillies, the Tennessees, the Atlantas, it's less than 2 hours. It's like driving to the Keys, but not driving. You're laying there with your full road to yourself, eating filet mignons and playing cards. Like it's not stressful. This isn't 1960. It's Larry Zonka might have been stressed out when they traveled. It's not stressful to travel anymore.
What they have for dessert, Solana?
Any candy bar you can think of in any vending machine you've ever been on.
Candy bars
is on that plane. It's just whatever is in a vending machine, like a top-notch vending machine, is available for you. As many as you want to grab walking onto the plane.
You have the ability to just grab candy bars,
whatever, chips, candy bars, cookies. I'm talking about anything that you can think of. They had it. They had fruit cups. And if you wanted like a mixture of fruit cups, like a fruit salad, they had that. But if you just wanted pineapple, they had that. You just want grapes, they had that.
Just a cup of pineapple?
That's crazy. Solana, we know Solana likes to eat salads.
No, he likes a nice gentleman's salad. Hair. We're talking about hair.
We're talking about hair.
Yeah, hair.
And they had a dessert that was coming with your meal. Sometimes it was a peach cobbler. Sometimes it was a tiramisu.
Key lime pies.
The key lime pies. Yeah.
And Hawk, they always, like, I would say 90% of the time my dessert was vodka.
I don't know if that's
Hey man, my shoulder was hurt. My neck was sore.
You should have had a cup of pineapple.
Throw a pineapple in my vodka.
5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour is next. They've got Pineapple Beach at Funky Buddha right now if you're looking for a tasty beer. Cheetah Pompano, great spot to watch a game or a fight. They got VIP areas, 4 stages of entertainment, and the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. And Cheetah Pompano, has that complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day. This Saturday night, Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano face off. MMA live on Netflix. You can watch the fights at Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. Cheetah Palm Beach also is celebrating their 25th anniversary next week with a massive 2-day party. Wednesday, May 20th, Thursday, May 21st. I'll give you more details on both those days next week, but to suffice it to say, you're going to want to be at Cheetah Palm Beach next week on the 20th and 21st for sure. Don't forget, if you're planning a bachelor party, there is no better place to have it than Cheetah Pompano Beach or Cheetah Palm Beach. I always say it, and it's the truth. Every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Make sure you visit Cheetah Palm Beach as well. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
My metabolic age is 15.
Yeah, well, your metabolic IQ is 15 as well. right here. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Funky Buddha Happy Hour. Brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery, where you can get Pineapple Beach. As I was mentioning in the last segment, Paradise Fountain Pineapple Beach Blonde Ale is back for summer season. This tropical and refreshing blonde ale is kissed with gnarly waves of juicy pineapple or pineapple, however you pronounce it, a dose of floral, American hops, and crisp Pilsner malt makes this beer ideal for any sun-soaked day, and it's available in the tap room on draft, in to-go six-packs, and you can find it at your favorite retailer that happens to sell Funky Buddha as well. And I was just noticing, too, Funky Buddha tonight, this is my wheelhouse, man. Music bingo. Thursday nights from 8 till 10.
Oh, you'd kill it.
That's I guess you have to get lucky. Well, actually, yeah, now that I say it, you don't have to know anything for bingo. They're just like,
yeah, if you don't know the song, you can't put the pin on top.
Oh, you think so?
What do they just play a song and you have to know the name of the song and put the peg on top?
I don't know. How do you think music bingo works? Because maybe it's just like a genre. I don't know. Now that you say it, like, because maybe they play ska, and then you look on your bingo card and it's like B17 has ska next to it, so you put ska.
Yeah,
you put a little chip over it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and I would lose because I don't know any songs.
Right. But bingo, you're not supposed to have to know something. You know what I mean? They just call off a letter and a number. Like, so if music bingo has a knowledge component to it,
you kill
kind of different than bingo.
That's why Funky Buddha is different.
All right, Ross Tucker.
Funky Buddha.
Funky Buddha. That was Ross Tucker. Right?
Funky Buddha.
Almost sounded like you cursed there. Did you get nervous, Jimmy?
No.
It also says on the Funky Buddha Instagram, step into the boots of iconic galactic antagonists in this asymmetric strategy race to achieve your unique villainous destiny. Star Wars Villainous is available for play in the tap room. So would you sit down with your friends and play this board game with a Funky Buddha next to you? It's a Star Wars Villainous. It's a board game.
I watch and drink a lot of Funky Buddha.
You would not play the game.
I don't because I don't know about Star Wars and Star Trek and Star Rangers and yeah. There's a He-Man. Did you see a He-Man movie coming out?
Nah.
Yeah, there's what's it called, Jimmy? You're excited. This is right up your alley.
Yeah, it's He-Man.
It's not called He-Man.
We've established that.
But it's not called He-Man. It's called something else.
Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. No, Jimmy, don't point and say thank you. You said He-Man.
No, I said there you go. I had it, but I just couldn't come up with it.
But I don't know. Are you excited about Masters of the Universe, Crowder?
I was a He-Man guy growing up. But he rides a tiger, and he got a bad one, too. His old lady's super fine.
Sounds like Siegfried and Roy.
That's not Siegfried and Roy.
Sure?
He has a sword, and he fights a skeleton, and he got a bad old lady.
Yeah, Siegfried did as well. Oh, Jimmy says, players listen to 30 to 60-second clips, identify the song on their cards, and mark them off to form rows or patterns. So they don't tell you what the song is. So you might have it on your bingo card, but if you don't recognize the song, you don't mark it off?
Pretty much.
Huh. Well, that's my kind of game.
No, Hawk, he would be great at it because you know songs. He'll play a song from I've never heard in my life, and you'll be like, oh yeah, ska.
Yeah. Well, ska's a genre.
We didn't have this many genres when I was a kid.
Nope.
We had R&B, rap, country, slow jams.
Goodness. All right, let's do headlines here for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour. Brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
So I will get into Devon Achane very quickly here, but we haven't
That
spoken
sounded
about.
awkward.
That's not the way to celebrate a new contract. $68 million.
Maybe next time just say, I will talk about Devon Achane.
You're sick, man.
Devon.
Guess where I am.
Oh. Hell of a Thursday night. Goodness gracious.
Before we talk about Devon Achane,
Loud, doesn't he? He got very loud.
He got excited.
I just I wanted to give you guys a brief update on some of the Giannis chatter that transpired since we were off the air yesterday. Chris Mannix from Sports Illustrated, he said that he expects the Heat to be first in line when it comes to Giannis, and that he'll have a big voice in this. Not that it's big time news, but that happened yesterday.
So first in line, meaning they're the odds-on favorites, or hey, it's midnight, here we are.
Yeah,
Like
first
for Hassan Whiteside, they were first in line.
Right. Yeah. First in line, Andy Ellisberg has the call scheduled already.
All right.
Yeah. And Zach Lowe, he said from the Zach Lowe show that if he just had to make a guess on a team, like if he had to place a bet where Giannis goes, it would be Miami. But he's not saying it like based on sources. He's just saying if I had to make a guess, gut feeling, I would go with Miami. And then there's this debate happening. I saw Ryan Clark Crowder even tweet out about it, about where LeBron gets a statue. Kendrick Perkins was saying that LeBron better get a statue in Miami. I know we've discussed this, but, briefly, he's getting a statue here, right? Like we all expect him to.
Well, again, I think it's a big three statue. So I think it's not a statue of LeBron. I think it's a statue of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
I think he has a Statue of Liberty size statue in Cleveland.
That would be funny.
But I don't know. Like 4 years? 4 years.
The best 4 years we have ever had as Heat fans. Period. End of story.
But
no buts. No saying, oh, but he didn't do it long enough. The greatest 4 years we have ever had as Heat fans.
Yes. And out of 23.
That's right.
So 19 other years.
38 out of 38.
Huh?
He's saying 23 LeBron.
Oh, LeBron's career.
Oh, I thought you were saying 4 out of 20.
Oh, no. So he played 19 years elsewhere, 4 years here, and he gets a statue here. That's the thing to me. I'm with you. The best run we've ever had, but it was 4 years.
I am of the opinion. I mean, he could get one on his own, and I'm fine with it, but I think it's going to be a big three or a big three era where it's the three of them, and maybe even you've got Shane Battier and Ray Allen and Spo and whatever. Like
the thing when they raised out of the floor, and Bosh did that little reptile screen.
That would actually be cool if they did a statue like that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
That's the best 4 years in Miami sports history, is it not? Not just you're saying Heat.
I think so.
No, the 70 Dolphins undefeated in Super Bowl.
4 consecutive years, though. 4 consecutive years. Best 4 year span.
Let me see.
The Panthers have an argument to be made. They won the President's Cup trophy and then they got bounced, but then they went to the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah.
and then they won 2 finals. So the Panthers, over 4 years, they won 2 rings just like the Heat did. They had the best regular season record in the NHL one year, even though they didn't have the postseason success. And then in another year, they were the 8th seed and went all the way to the Stanley Cup final. I think that's in contention. I don't think it's better than the Heat. And Crowder, to your point, yes, the Dolphins have to be mentioned, but in 72, they go undefeated. In 73, they win the Super Bowl back-to-back years. But I don't know what happened the year before 72 and the year after.
That's what I'm talking about. I looked it up because that was my point. 4 years. 71 lost in the Super Bowl. 72 won the Super Bowl. 73 won the Super Bowl. 74 lost in the divisional championship. It's right there with the Heat. It's just we can't remember it because it was in the 70s and my parents didn't even know each other.
Yeah.
I still would say that was the best 4 years of Miami sports.
But you remember the 72 championship. You were 20.
I was 3. But I just think everything that came with it, because the 72 Dolphins, everyone knew they were going to be good, but there wasn't a machine of hype around them because it was going to be something that no one had ever seen in sports before. The undefeated season obviously was that, but you didn't know that going in. Like, I just think everything that surrounded that 4 years was just like we lived an alternate reality from most sports fans, something that they will never experience in their lives. Because it's not that way for the Lakers right now.
Oh, no.
It's not.
But Shula's more respected than Spoelstra.
Yeah, different question though.
Yeah. I don't know if, and I don't say this to discredit Shula at all. I don't know if I would say that is objectively a factual statement that he's more respected than Eric Spoelstra. He had a longer career. He was here longer.
It's factual.
It is
factual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don Shula.
Don Shula.
Don't do this.
Bill Belichick is chasing Don Shula.
Don't do this now where you're going to say I hate Don Shula. I was just asking the question. I was posing the question. Don Shula had a ton of success. He has the undefeated season. He had the 2 Super Bowl rings, and he made the Dolphins a powerhouse in the NFL for decades. I realize that, and I'm not trying to discredit Shula one bit. However,
perhaps the greatest coach in NFL history. He's certainly in the Mount Rushmore.
Oh, round mutt.
Spo is not that.
All I was saying was you would agree it's probably a little unfair to compare the two, considering Eric Spoelstra, I would argue, is only halfway through his career as an NBA head coach.
Well,
and
that's not
Shula's
what you were saying. You said I would argue that Don Shula is considered the better or more respected coach. That, I said, is factually correct.
I was just getting to my point. I just think we have to let the 2 careers play out. That's all.
All right.
Will Eric Spoelstra get into the top 4 all-time basketball coaches ever? No.
Yes.
He won't, because we've seen him without Wade and Bosh. And I like Spo. I hope he's the coach for the next 20 years. Have you did you watch this season?
Let's ask Khalil Ware.
Well, you see. Anything else in the headline?
Devon Achane is now the 3rd highest paid running back.
Somebody put on the text line. Did you drive on the Eric Spoelstra Expressway today? No, you did not.
No, you did not. Come on, Solana.
When you hear Gia telling you the traffic on the Shula is backed up close to the traffic on the Spoelstra, let's have that conversation.
And I bet my kids one day will want to watch the Miami Heat celebrate a title down Eric Spoelstra Boulevard.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
Will he get a street?
Again, based off.
If he retires today, he's not getting a street.
He might get a street in Cleveland based off last year's playoffs. You want to get to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Yeah, take the Spoelstra over to.
Take the Spoelstra.
I'm just teasing Spo if you're listening.
Weather. The Marlins lost today. Inter Miami won yesterday. Marlins will be in Tampa tomorrow to open up a 3-game weekend series. Your weather in South Florida right now, 88 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid-70s. This weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
Josh Appel is next. Just because you're getting older, you don't have to feel like it. If your energy's low, your sleep is off, your weight doesn't budge, you got brain fog, your sex drive isn't what it used to be, switch things up. Go to Atlantic Men's Clinic. Maybe your game just isn't quite where it was. Less energy and less drive, not feeling like yourself. It's why I started getting testosterone at Atlantic Men's Clinic. At Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, which all helps you to get back to feeling your best. Atlantic Men's Clinic. They really are the experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. They have successfully treated many men for low T, including me. And I'm here to tell you, you're going to notice the difference. I do. If you're like the many men who are low T, within just a few weeks, you're going to feel your energy return, the brain fog go away, your sleep improve, your workouts improve, your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. So don't wait. Don't ignore the signs. Call Atlantic Men's Clinic or visit the website and take that first step towards feeling better again. Call them at 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or you can visit atlanticmensclinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Tighten your ass up, whale.